What's going on, guys? Riley here from RP Productions, and today I'll be sitting in a parking lot talking to you guys about what's been going on, why I haven't uploaded in 6 days, just what's going on with the channel, what's going on with me, talking to you guys about some updates, and all that fun stuff. So as I was leaving my apartment complex about 10 minutes ago to actually come film this video, typically I film these, I'll drive around in the car and just kind of talk. Today I'm not driving around, and for good reason. So about 10 minutes ago, long story short, basically I witnessed a car crash that happened like right next to me on the left side of me. So I didn't catch it on dash cam, unfortunately, just because it's out of the shot. But it happened like right here next to me. And after you witness a car crash happen like right next to you, it kind of makes you like, you know, not want to go drive around. It's been like 50 degrees and raining the last 4 or 5 days, so there really hasn't been any good weather to go film stuff. There was a Cars and Coffee that got canceled. There was a Galveston car cruise that got canceled. It's just been a really, you know, crappy 5 days. Also, for those of you that follow me on my Snapchat, you'll know that Frank, the guy that owns the boosted Miata, got into a car accident on like Saturday night, I think it was. To make a long story short, it was raining that night. Frank had these $40 tires that were just on the car from the previous owner. He essentially hydroplaned his car, almost went in a ditch, and like last second he saved the car, didn't go in the ditch. He said, whew, thank God. And then some really old lady, like one of those old ladies that, like, you know, bless her heart, but she shouldn't be driving. Somehow she was driving and didn't see Frank, even though he was being barricaded by 2 of our other buddies with their hazard lights on. Somehow she went between all of them and slammed into Frank. So there was like a big ordeal Saturday night having to deal with cops and wreckers and stuff. To make a long story short, we believe that Frank's car will end up being totaled. Will Frank buy the car back at this point? I'm not sure. The most important thing is that Frank's okay, the old lady's okay, and nobody walked away with any injuries. So it was just kind of, you know, some 2 totaled cars, but it could have been a lot worse. As you can see from these pictures, the driver's side wheel area on Frank's Miata got hit really hard. Had that been an impact like 2 or 3 feet back, it would have hit his door, and that would have been a car hitting Frank's door at like 45 miles per hour. And a Miata doesn't have very thick doors, so you get where I'm going with this. It wouldn't have been very good. So that was a pretty unfortunate accident. Now I just watched another unfortunate accident happen. So therefore, I'm going to sit in a parking lot, talk to you guys, instead of, you know, enhancing my chances of a car crash by like 94% by driving around in a college town with all these lunatic drivers in the rain, cold weather. You get where I'm going. So the last video I uploaded was titled, Should I Sell the Scat Pack? And in that video, I had basically a poll on your opinion on if I should sell it or not. Now, the results of that poll, as of right now, me making this video, were 53% of people say no, and 46% of people say yes. And the total votes on that was like 2,500. So to all 2,500 people that voted, thank you for your feedback. I appreciate it. But there's something that was kind of misunderstood by a lot of people. Many people took this poll as like, if the answer is no, then I'll be keeping it. If the answer is yes, then I will be getting rid of it. Really, that's not the case. Like I said in the video, I really just wanted to see the opinions on my viewers to see where you guys stand on it. And since this is basically has been like a primarily Dodge channel in the past, to get a 46% people saying that yes, we're okay with you selling the car and getting something else, that's actually better than I thought it was going to be. So I appreciate 46%. There's a Miata doing donuts. That's some shit Frank would be doing right now. But to have 46% of people saying that, yes, you should sell the Scat Pack, quite honestly, I'm kind of surprised the number was that high. I really didn't think it would be that high. So very interesting statistics to know. No, I have not gone out and bought a new car. I know a lot of people were like, Riley's going to jump ship already. No, that's not the case. There's still going to be probably like a 2-month gap between now and when I actually buy a new car. If I do so, it's something that I'll have to get ordered from the factory. Building process of the car typically takes like 6 to 8 weeks. So obviously I will keep the channel updated if I place an order or something like that, but as of this given moment, haven't done anything. I'm still going to be making videos with the Scat Pack for at least the next like 2 months. I have a video that I've had planned for quite a while, but unfortunately, like I said, it's 50 degrees and misting right now, so I can't go out and film it because it has to do with me flooring this car, and I can't do that in these conditions. Now, to all the people that got extremely butthurt and went on rampages writing me hateful comments in the comments section of that previous video, I'd like to ask why. I think everybody just needs to calm down a little bit and look at this in a more broad perspective. You're talking to some guy on the internet that's saying that he might sell his car, buy a new one, and people act like it's a life or death decision for them, and they get extremely upset by it. Something I also stated in that last video that I don't think really got through to everybody is that this channel I have primarily focused on doing Dodge Charger stuff for the last like year and a half or however long I've been making videos on these cars. And I don't really want this to be going forward as like a strictly Dodge only channel. I don't want to be 10 years down the line where I've only owned Dodge cars and made videos on them. I want it to be a very open car channel. I want it to be where people can have conversations in the comment sections with each other, talk about different cars and experience different things. I want to primarily focus on doing like car reviews, events, and I want to keep this a very open channel. I don't want to just strictly limit myself to just doing Dodge videos and stuff like that. For all of my extreme Dodge loyalists, I understand that. I love Dodge brand. Even if I get this new car that's not going to be a Dodge, guess what? I'm still going to go hang out with all my friends that have Dodges. It's not like I'm all of a sudden going to hate Dodge as a brand or anything like that. I just will never understand why some people are like diehard whatever fans, and then if you mention another brand, they flip out. Also, reading the comments on that video where people are guessing what the next car is going to be, those comments were making me laugh pretty hard, especially the ones that were saying, oh, I know for sure it's this one, he told me so. Like, no, I haven't told you so. At this point, it's still up in the air, but those comments are really funny. So to those of you that are like, oh, please don't get this car, or please get this car, just hold off for 2 months, you'll find out what it is. Don't just listen to some guy in the comment section saying, hey, he's getting this car, because more than likely that guy's probably wrong, and I'm kind of keeping it in suspense. Also, I was blown away by the amount of people suggesting I buy a Dodge Challenger after I've owned 2 Dodge Chargers. Now, don't you think if I sold this car and bought a Dodge Challenger, that would just be like doing the exact same things over again, and I wouldn't be moving on to necessarily something different? They really are the same exact car, despite the 2-door difference. So, shocking news to most people, I'm not getting a Challenger. However, to all my Dodge fans, do not fear. There will be a very good chance I will end up back in a Dodge at some point in the somewhat near future. I'd really like to own a Dodge Viper. I absolutely love those cars. So Viper's on my list. If Dodge comes out with some kind of like Hellcat refresh or like a remade Hellcat for like 2019 or 2020, where they do like a body style update and it's like a new car, not just like some different wheels, then, you know, that'd be something very cool and interesting to own as well. I really don't like getting into finances on YouTube just because I feel like that's one of those topics that should be kind of like steered away from. However, to all the people saying I'm going to lose a ton of money on this deal, like, I'm not losing very much money at all, quite honestly. I'm not saying that in any type of bragging way or anything along those lines. I'm just saying that as like a realistic financial standpoint. Like, if this was something that was going to lose me a shitload of money, then I wouldn't do it. That wouldn't make sense. However, I think this is going to open a lot of doors for me. I think it's something that will benefit not only myself, but also my viewers, and giving you guys even better content than I've already been providing. I really do love making YouTube videos, and it's something I just see myself doing for a very long time, just because I enjoy it, regardless of if I was getting paid $10 million or $10. Like, I would just be happy making YouTube videos. Getting to go to car events is something that I obviously really love to do, and just being able to post those videos on YouTube for all of you to enjoy, and you guys take pleasure in it as well as I do, that's cool seeing. I really want this channel to be more of a car community rather than just like a Dodge loyalist channel. And if you own a Ford or a Chevy or a Jaguar or a Honda, then you do not feel like welcome here or whatever. That's not what I want this to be. I want this to be very open. I want it to be where everybody can come here, have a good time. I post entertaining videos and blah, blah, blah. So I suppose that's enough of talking about the new car thing, and I'm not just going to be talking about the new car for the next 2 months straight in every video, because quite honestly, that'd be very annoying for me, and it'd be very annoying for you, and I would probably have a lot of people hate me for that, and that's not something I want to do. There was a Nissan 370Z that just hit a speed bump at like 25 miles per hour, and they almost got airborne. That was awesome. I'm just getting to see all kinds of cool stuff in this parking spot today. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Hopefully it gave you a little insight as to what's been going on. Next week is unfortunately finals week for me, so next week I don't know how many videos I'll be able to upload, if at all. We'll have to figure that out. But that means that for the next month straight, I will be off from school. I can do whatever I want, make a ton of videos. It'll be really cool. But right now it's just kind of like one of those times where it's time to buckle down and get serious with school stuff. So I guess that just about sums everything up for today. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.